it's easily insertable in there, you know? It is so uncomfortable. I don't like it at all. Today we have another TMI girl talk video. You guys absolutely loved the last girl talk video that I did. I decided to film a part 2 for you guys because there were so many questions in the last video that I didn't even get to. Before we get started, we already know we're gonna have our glass of wine. Let's have a drink together because it's girls' night today. It is 10 p.m. I upgraded, guys, from my mason jar to an actual wine glass. I just got this set of 4 wine glasses the other day and I already broke one of them. I don't know why that happens to me. It's such thin glass that they just break so easily. I have 2 different wines today to choose from. I have this one, it's called Josh. It's a red wine. I've had this one a few times. It's all right. I actually kind of like it. And the other one I have is the Stella Rosa Black, which is my favorite Stella Rosa wine bottle. We're gonna start off with this one because this one's a little bit more chill. You know, I'm not trying to get crazy right away. We're trying to ease into that. 2 shots of vodka. Cheers. First question is, do you feel like you are a confident girl, and how do you become more confident? I don't feel like I'm confident all of the time. There's definitely times where I feel more self-conscious, but I always play it off. No matter what, even if I walk into a room and I'm super nervous, awkward, and I feel like just really anxious, I'm gonna play it off as if I'm the most confident person in that room, just because that's just how I am. I like to portray myself that way, and the more I think about, bro, this nail, look at this. It keeps lifting and it hurts so freaking bad. Any tips you have on feeling confident? Good! It definitely starts from working on yourself physically, doing your makeup, doing your hair, getting dressed, feeling pretty, or it doesn't have to be physically, it could be internally, working on yourself, working on your self-love. Confidence just looks good on everybody. I think a huge part of that is not caring what others think at all. Like, don't worry about what so-and-so's thinking about you, what they think about your clothing, what they think about your face, what they think about what you're doing, what you're saying. Like, don't overanalyze things, just be yourself. Physically, there are different things that you can do to look confident. Even if you don't feel confident, the way that you stand, the way that you walk into a room, the way that you make eye contact with people versus walking into a room looking down, the way that you make conversation, standing confidently without fidgeting with your hair, with your hands, with your phone, with your pocket. How do you keep your skin so clear? When I was younger, definitely high school, middle school, I never really took the time to have a like step-by-step skincare routine. My skin was very oily and I didn't do anything to help that. Even though I thought that I was doing what would help make my skin less oily, it was actually making it worse. So I was stripping my skin of its oils. I would wash my face and not put anything on my face at night because I felt like putting on moisturizer and stuff would make my skin more oily, when in reality, because I was depriving my skin of moisturizers, serums, and all that stuff, my skin was actually producing more oil trying to, you know, moisturize itself. I guess to simplify it, I have a routine which consists of cleanser, toner, some sort of toner, which I go in with a little like cotton pad, wipe my entire face, under eye cream, serum, and moisturizer. And I make sure to do my skincare routine every morning and every night. Next question, nervous of wearing tampons. How was your experience? I'm gonna be real with you guys, I don't prefer wearing tampons. The only times I will wear tampons is if I'm out and I don't have any pads and, you know, someone offers me a tampon, or if I'm going swimming, or if I'm wearing something where I just cannot wear a pad. I don't like wearing tampons because I don't like the feeling of something soaking up all the blood and just like staying inside my vagina. I don't know, something about that like weirds me out. It makes me feel like it's just not hygienic. I like knowing that everything is just coming out and I'm not just like holding things in for a period of time, you know? Anyways, I don't know why I'm doing this. When I first wore a tampon, I was pretty nervous about it too. I thought it was gonna be weird, uncomfortable. I didn't know how to do it. Let me demonstrate how to put in a tampon for those girlies that have never put in a tampon and just, you know, would want to. You're gonna take it out of the plastic and and here's your little tampon. Looks kind of cute, doesn't it? What you're gonna do is you're gonna sit on the toilet. Let me try to demonstrate it here. So you're gonna kind of like lean back a little bit so that way it's easily insertable in there, you know? You're gonna insert it in to right here. So you see this part where I'm holding, and then once it's in that far, you're just gonna take your other finger while holding this, and you're gonna push this in, and that part is gonna go in there. Then after that's done, you just pull this part out. This part is gonna be in your vagina, and the string is gonna be sticking out like this, and then you just throw this away. And that's it. You gotta make sure that it's in far enough or else you will definitely be able to feel it and it will feel a little uncomfortable. Another reason why I don't really like tampons is the pulling it out part, especially when you're really light and there's not much like coming out and you pull out like a tampon that's more dry. It is so uncomfortable. I don't like it at all. When to know he's cheating on you. There's multiple different signs. Do you guys see that little... Get out of here, dude. I hate flies with a passion. I need to buy one of those like tennis racket looking things that like zap flies. My friend sent me a video the other day on Snapchat of her just like zapping a fly over and over that she caught with that thing. I constantly have my doors and windows open because I like bringing in like fresh air, especially if it's like warmer out. And these freaking flies just love to get in. There are definitely signs that show you that a guy is cheating on you, but there are also times where you have absolutely zero clue. They could be 100% loving, they seem like they're all about you, they're showing you off on social media, they're bringing you around all their friends, like everywhere they go they want to bring you. Even then, they could still be doing some up shit behind your back. It's really scary to think about because you're never safe. You never know. If they're being weird about you grabbing their phone, looking at something on their phone.
100% cheating.
One time, an ex of mine was acting really sus because I was grabbing his phone for something. I don't know what it was, but I never gave a fuck if they were on my phone. They would sometimes go on my phone, look through my social media messages, Snapchats, anything like that. I did not care. I would gladly hand my phone over. I think that's also a thing. If they're constantly trying to look at your phone and like look through your phone and look to see if they catch something, that might also be a red flag because they might be projecting the fact that like they have something going on and they want to make sure that you're not doing some shit also. You know what I mean? They would want to take their phone out of my hand. They would be super sus about it, and when I would be like, why are you acting weird about me being on your phone? They would not give me an answer, or they would say, I just feel weird about it. Like just stupid excuses. If a guy is not letting you look at their phone, they are hiding something 100% for a fact, because if they are willing to make you feel some type of way or get into an argument because their reason is, oh, well, you should trust me, they're definitely hiding something. Because if they're not hiding anything, it's not a problem to hand over your phone. If they're super controlling, if they want to know where you are all the time, if they always are accusing you of cheating. Someone asked, how do you date and not catch feelings? I can't even flirt without starting to like them. Sometimes it is hard. If you find like someone that you really vibe with, it's kind of hard not to start liking them. But if you know that you're not ready for a relationship, it's good to kind of have that distance between you and that person and not, you know, be hanging out with them multiple times a week, texting them 24/7. When I'm, you know, casually dating, I'm not talking to these people 24/7. Sometimes I go weeks without texting anybody back. I don't really invest too much into it. Like, I'm not getting deep with these people. I'm not asking about childhood traumas, exes, relationships, all that stuff, unless I'm really trying to get into a relationship with that person. I'm not hanging out with them super often. I'm not really getting to know them that much. It's just on some very casual, like, hanging out.
Oh my God.
Okay, so there's multiple questions like this question. What to do if your current partner is talking to their ex because they're going through hard times? And there was another question that also said something similar, which is something about their boyfriend constantly going to other people about their problems or telling, you know, their relationship business to other people for advice. This is a huge no for me. I absolutely hate it. It is one of my biggest pet peeves when it comes to being in a relationship. If they are constantly going to friends, family, exes, huge red flag. Doesn't matter how cool they are with their ex, I don't give up. I personally am not cool with that. I'm keeping my relationship shit private. I'm keeping that shit to myself. Me and the person that I'm with are the only people that you know, should be resolving things and should be working on our problems. Now, I'm not talking about getting advice if you're in a relationship that's abusive, violent, stuff like that. That's completely different. But I'm talking about like arguments and stuff. I never like to go to friends, family, no one, because no matter who you tell, whether it's your friend, your brother, whoever it is, your parents, they're always gonna have that negative thought in their head about your significant other. Doesn't matter if you and that person make up the next day and you guys are good, the people that you tell are always just gonna think about the argument because they're not with you and your significant other 24/7. I'm dealing with it with that person because him and I are the only people in the relationship. No one else needs to be involved. I've been in a situation where I was dating someone who constantly, and this was a problem in our relationship because it would constantly go to other people for advice about fights or arguments that we would get in. They would constantly go to girls for advice about this stuff. And they were girls that I didn't even know about, but they were good old friends of theirs. The fact that they're going to their ex because they're going through hard times, like, that is your boyfriend. They should be coming to you. Why are they going to their ex? Like, no. If that's the case, then why are they not with their ex instead? How do I keep my self-esteem high after getting played so many times? Very good question. First of all, you have to realize that you are not the problem. They are the ones that have issues. They are the ones that are not gonna find someone and be happy because they have these issues that they need to resolve within themselves, because they're insecure, because they know that you're beautiful, that you're, you know, funny, that you have a great personality, whatever. They feel that insecurity, and so they go and do whatever cheaters do. Remind yourself every day what you love about yourself. Do not compare yourself to these other people. Do not do that. That is one of the worst things that you could do. Do not look up who that person is. Remember who you are, your value, the things that you bring to the table, the things that you bring into a relationship. Doesn't have to be physically. It could be, you know, the way that you love and take care of someone. I'm very much afraid of kissing, and I'm 17. I rejected so many opportunities for it, but all of them I wanted so bad. I think I'm afraid of it. I don't know how to explain it, of not working or embarrassing myself. Any tips for that? In Brazil, we kiss with tongue always, so that's what makes me very insecure and scared. I feel like for the first kiss, like if you're just starting to date someone, it's usually not with tongue, but I mean, I've never kissed someone from Brazil, so I guess I don't really know. I remember before I had my first kiss, I would practice. So weird, but honestly everybody does this. You practice either kissing yourself in the mirror, you practice kissing your hand, you practice kissing a wall, I don't know.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
The only things that I feel like are bad when it comes to kissing is if you're using too much tongue, you're just like shoving that in there, like doing way too much with tongue is just not necessary, or you're using too much saliva, like you're just like slobbering all over their lips. Don't do that. It's kind of easy to like follow the other person's lead. High school, I think, was my first kiss, and this guy decided to make out with me, and I had never kissed anyone, nothing, and he just decided to go all in. And I remember it was after school one day. He walked me out to the back door of the school because that's like the way that I went to walk home. He asked if I wanted him to walk me home, but I was like, no, it's okay, like I'm fine. Like I had just started talking to this guy, so I didn't know like what to talk about really on the walk home, so I was like, oh no, it's fine. And so to say goodbye, he decided to like lean in and start kissing me. So many thoughts went on in my head. I remember thinking like, wow, okay, like he's a good kisser. And then I was like, shit, what am I doing? It's really not that difficult. You'll get the hang of it, and even if you are bad the first time that you kiss someone, that's fine. Everything gets better with practice. Just don't do too much and you'll be fine. Been in a relationship since I was 16, currently 22 and craving being single. Thoughts? I honestly feel like a lot of people are in this situation at some point in time, and I feel like it's the case with a lot of like high school relationships and someone that you've been with throughout the years in school. If you are already thinking, you know, thoughts of craving being single, wanting to explore, wanting to live your life, wanting to do your own thing, it would be good to communicate that to the other person and honestly go for it. I feel like that's something that's really important to experience, especially in your young, like early 20s. You learn so much by being single about yourself, about things that you like, about things that you don't like, what you want in your future partner. I know it's difficult, especially if you've been with someone for 5 years. If it's just that you're bored in the relationship, it might be good to, you know, try to spice things up. But if it really is that you're just craving being single and you're just not really feeling being in a relationship anymore, I would say that it's best to not continue wasting your time and their time. Do you believe in soulmates? I don't believe in soulmates. I think there are multiple different people out there that you can form a connection with. There's just way too many people in this world for that to be a possibility. Like, there's probably so many people in Europe right now that I would be compatible with that could be considered my soulmates, but will I ever meet them? Probably not. And some people are lucky enough to, you know, meet someone that does feel like a soulmate, that is just perfect for them. But I don't think that there's just one person like that out there for you. Can physical attraction to someone grow over time, or should you know right away? I do think that physical attraction can grow over time, but if it's someone that you are at least somewhat attracted to, you know? If there's a little something there, whether it's how they act, doesn't have to be like physically their looks, their style, you're attracted to them in some way, it could build over time. When you love them, they're like the most gorgeous man in the world to you. Even though they look like fucking, what's that guy's name? Doodlebop from SpongeBob? Is that what his name is? Doodlebop? Do you believe that one can get over their first true love and feel as strongly for someone else? 100% yes. When I was dating my first boyfriend, he was my first love. We were together for like a year and a half or so, I think. I felt like I would never love anybody else more than that person. I thought that that was all that there was. But then the next person comes along, deeper love or a different type of love. So definitely, for sure. How to deal with how hard it is to do a one-sided no contact. He is the one contacting me. Very simple, one word, blocking. Blocking. It's one button. It's the block button. Sorry, I'm feeling the wine, can you guys tell? Even if they come to your door, do not answer. I know it's difficult. Some people are very persistent. Do not entertain it. Don't even give them the option to be able to message you, call you, anything. Block. Do you think you're more of a relationship gal or just dating for fun gal? I really enjoy my alone time, even if I'm in a relationship. Like, I enjoy having space and doing my own thing. I feel like I could say that I'm both. Like, when I'm in a relationship, I really love being in a relationship and I'm all about that person. It's fun and it's good to have that one person that you can always go to and hang out with, and just like
Being in love is so cute and fun.
but also being single and like meeting new people and learning new things about yourself, just having so much time for yourself, I also really love. I feel like if I had to pick one, obviously being in a relationship, because at the end of the day that feels less lonely, because being single can definitely get lonely sometimes. How can you tell when you're losing interest? I just can't seem to leave them.
Help you?
Can I help you, little girl?
You're so cute.
I freaking love you. I want to eat you, but I can't, because that would be animal abuse. How can you tell when you are just out of the honeymoon phase or you are losing interest? Honestly, there's a huge difference. If you're out of the honeymoon phase, you're still very much into that person. You still love that person. If you feel like you're losing interest, it's because you are genuinely losing interest. Ooh, girl. Someone said, is it bad that I messed with my ex's best friend after we broke up? But he messaged me first, so he can't be mad if he find out somehow, because that's his friend. It is bad, girl. I'm gonna be honest. It is bad. What do you guys think? I kind of feel like it's more so like on the best friend, because that's just fucked up. That's not a real friend. That's a fake friend. These men are surrounded by so many fake friends. It's crazy. I've had multiple friends of exes reach out to me, try to be flirty. I would say it's more so on the best friend, honestly, because he's still his best friend. Like, his loyalty should lie with his best friend. Bro, y'all are crazy. Do you ever masturbate thinking about an ex? I'm gonna drink to that one. No one needs to know what anyone's thinking about when they're doing stuff, okay? Advice for a relationship where one is religious and the other doesn't make the effort for it. Okay, here's the thing. As someone who is not religious, if I was dating someone who was very religious and was trying to push their religion and their beliefs onto me, it would make me feel kind of annoyed. If you are in a relationship with someone who does not share the same beliefs as you, who is not religious and you are, and you feel like that's going to be a problem, then you shouldn't be in a relationship with that person and find someone that shares the same beliefs as you.
What message do you think it sends to young girls constantly being half naked on social media?
I think it gives the message that I am confident and love my body, and I think it gives the message that I'm my own person and I post and do what I want on my own social media. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna wrap it up now.
That's what she said.
Thank you guys so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video.